locked in. Everybody knows poppin'. Tell a hater hoe to shut up and start the talking. Conversations getting juicy cause I'm the topic. Eat them up, leave no crumbs, got these bitches starving. Young turned lit and I'm put up. On these bitches next to my foot up. Skin smooth, flawless, call me hood, hate the bump.
Hey y'all, welcome to episode 12 of Get Messy with Meg. Wow, we're 12 episodes in, y'all. That means I have officially put out one episode per month. Booyah, baby. Anyway, even though the goal is once a week. So yeah. But yeah, shout out to me. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my team. I ain't really got no team yet, y'all. Just manifesting. But yeah, super excited for episode 12. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you guys for downloading. I'm seeing you guys in these downloads. I'm seeing y'all in these different cities, baby. Let's talk about it. Now that we're on episode 12, let's give a shout out to the cities, states, and y'all, the countries that my podcast has made it to. So of course, Goodyear, Arizona. Cheers. Clap for the AZ area. And then we got Birmingham, Alabama. We got Phoenix, Arizona. We have Phillipsburg, St. Martin. Hey, and guess what? St. Martin, y'all in the top 5. I love that for me and I love that for y'all. We have Ashburn, I think that's Rhode Island. We have Chicago, of course, in the house. We got Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We have Nassau, Bahamas. Yeah. We got Washington, D.C. We got Dallas, Texas. We have Burton. I don't know where Burton is, y'all. Let me Google that real quick. And then let me see, Burton City. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe I should have did this beforehand. LOL. Oh, looks like Burton is in Michigan. And then right after Burton, we have Detroit, Michigan. We have San Francisco. Y'all, we got Madrid in the house. Madrid, Spain. We have the UK in the house. We have Telford, UK. Oh, then here we go with Brazil, y'all. We got Brazil in the house. Y'all, I do not know how to pronounce this properly, but it's Jacaré. I may have said that wrong, but we have Brazil in the house. Then we have Bessemer, Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. We have Smyrna, Georgia. Ooh, I didn't see this one. Okay, so y'all, when I looked at this list, it's cities I did not see on here. So I don't know where they at. I'm just grateful that y'all on here. You feel me? I have Glenwood on here, but Glenwood can be a number of places. I know that can be Cali. I know that can be Pennsylvania, or I heard Michigan. Child, might be Colorado too. Who knows? But we got Glenwood in the house. Thank you for representing. We got Canton. Where's Canton, y'all? Oh, that might be Canton, New York. Oh, but that can be Cali or Georgia too. Okay. Then we got Homewood, Alabama. We got Boston, Massachusetts. We got, y'all finna cry. Like, we only 12 episodes in. We got Howell, New Jersey. We got Jersey City. We got Pawtucket. I think I said that right. We got Buckeye, Arizona. We have Canada in the house. We got Vancouver and Peyton. I don't know what Peyton is either. Let me see. Again, I should have did this beforehand, but it is what it is. Okay, Peyton must be West Virginia. So shout out to all y'all in all those states, all these countries. I could not do this without y'all. Shout out to y'all. However y'all found out about this podcast, I'm just grateful that it got to you. I just hope you guys also continue sharing, continue listening in. You already know the spiel. Pay your dues. Make sure you're sharing, because sharing is caring. Make sure you are rating, reviewing. Most importantly, I want y'all to engage. Here we are, episode 12. Y'all ain't said a nothing. Y'all don't say nothing unless I send y'all the episode and ask for commentary. Constructive criticism. And I rarely do that. But when I do it, you know, y'all listen, y'all get back to me. But I need organic, raw feedback. I need y'all to lock in, listen, and be like, hey girl, talk about this. Hey, mamas, don't talk about that. Hey, mamas, your opinion was valid. However, you know what I'm saying? Just get on there and engage. Like, I like to debate. I like to have engaging conversation. Don't be scared. I don't bite. Keep telling y'all this. I like to nibble, but I do not bite. So, yeah, just make sure you guys are locking in. So, of course, let's go ahead and start rolling on in. On the last episode, we talked about being a certified lover girl. I've kind of tapped back into my lover girl era, and I've let y'all know that I am a balanced lover girl, a bitchy lover girl. So there's still some bitch in me. I know how to get strict and correct, and you know, but I'm also just soft and loved out here, you know. Looking to put a love spell on you or whatever. So yeah, we talked about being a certified lover girl and certified lover boy on last episode. This week on this episode, can I get a drum roll, please? Pussy is power. I bet y'all like, what the fuck? Yeah, I said it. Pussy is power. Okay. With today's episode, we are going to talk about what it means for pussy to be power. We're gonna really get into it. We're gonna get into how the pussy is power, is being used for good, and unfortunately sometimes it is used for bad. But we go get into it. So of course we've heard songs like the one by Ghana, and he's talking about that pussy got power, okay? Because he's not lying. A lot of people fail to realize, or maybe a lot of people are really not in tune with the fact that pussy really does run the world. Women, hence the pussy, because we hold the cat, you know. We are the owners of the pussy. We are the backbone. We are the spine. We are the support system. We are literally what keeps everything in order, and in fact keeps this shit running and turning. Hello, we are the birthers around here. If it was not for us popping them heads out our holes, there would not be a lot of you out here, you know? So that's one, okay? Two, I say that we are the backbone and we are the spine, the structure, because yes, men are meant to lead. They are meant to be the head of the household, the face of the household. However, women, we are the creatives sometimes behind what men put out. We are the mastermind behind a lot of the ideals that men push out. We are the support behind a man, you know? So women are very, very, very important in society. And that's not to take away anything from men. Because men play a very important role too, but women's role is just different. Like, I mean, hello, Adam and Eve, let's talk about it. Yes, Adam was created first. Eve was an extension of Adam. However, Eve went and bit that apple, and guess what Adam did? He followed her lead and bit that apple. He knew he wasn't supposed to bite that apple. He knew that. That man knew he wasn't supposed to bite that apple. Yeah, he bit it. So what did that tell you? Oh, okay. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So, and yes, I read my Bible. So don't come for me. But, yeah, so I came across this this post, and I know it's so random, but it was like, why did the power of the pussy become a social norm? We all seem to be taught from a very young age that men will do anything to have it, and that women can use it to manipulate people into getting what they want. And that is so true. So I was going to read a couple of these answers and then definitely give my take. So first response says, some men feel that way and they let themselves be that obsessed with it, but it only works like that if that is the place men give it in their lives. This person said, women don't have that much power, and neither does what is between their legs. Sometimes men show women how vulnerable they are to them or a specific part of their anatomy, but every man in the world is not vulnerable to her or what is between her legs. Only the men who make themselves that way. Women just see themselves as people, and they just see their pussy as a part of their body. They don't believe it has any magical powers, and they definitely can't use it to get everything they want. It usually only has any influence at all on one person at a time. Even that one person can walk away anytime they want. It might come as a surprise to you, but a lot of women like getting laid as much as men do. Sometimes they even have a stronger sex drive than men. Women see themselves as people, and they like to be respected as people and loved as people. They don't appreciate men only being interested in them for their pussy. They want men to love them for who they are. If you love and respect a woman as a person, there's a chance she will give you more pussy than you can figure out what to do with. Of course, it could depend on the woman. Baby, this was my favorite answer. Because I see no lies. I literally see no lies. So let's get into this response. For one, starting from the bottom, when it says women see themselves as people, okay? And we don't appreciate men only being interested in us for our pussy. Hell to the fuck no, I do not. My worst fear is that niggas only want me because of my cat. Baby, I am so stingy with this cat. Good fucking luck, okay? I don't just lay my cat out there like it's just a talent, okay? You have to be worth me giving it to you. And then on top of that, I am asexual and I'm a sapiosexual. And of course, if you don't know what a sapiosexual is, basically we're more attracted to intellect, your mind. Like, that's what turns us on. We're not just attracted to you because of your looks, okay? So you really gotta fuck my mind before you fuck my body, basically. So I really, men who lust over me, they scare me. I have no interest in no man that's lusting over me. Like, you could be the finest, the richest. I'm talking about, you can probably be my dream man. But if you mention anything about some sex or tasting me or touching me or anything like that before I'm fully interested in you, before you've actually like gotten to know me, I'm immediately turned off, not interested, because I don't want to be seen as pussy. I want to be seen as a person. I want to be valued and respected as a person. I don't need you trying to sell me dreams and shit just to get a taste of some cat. There's plenty of cat out here, baby. You ain't gotta do all that, okay? Just know that. And then I love how it says women don't have that much power. Because we don't. Like it said, pussy holds power over men who value that most importantly in their lives. Pussy does nothing to a man who has other values outside of pussy. Okay? And where I'm going with this is, I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I was like, I'm kind of tired of the idea that some women have, that they think that they just got the best pussy out here and that they put that pussy on any man out here and they can just do what they want to do. They can have their way. They can go buy this, do that. Every man they move by pussy, especially a nigga who's constantly used to getting pussy. That shit don't work. You have a better chance of that working on a green bean or a nigga that ain't used to no pussy or no good pussy. Or just a bad bitch. You have better chances of it working on them compared to a man who's used to that. Like, thinking throwing your cat at a rich fine nigga, go just pull him in and have him doing this and that and have him tricking on you is crazy. That mindset is so nasty, and that's why some of y'all got all them fucking bodies that y'all got, and then some of y'all got them kids that them niggas ain't asked for. Now y'all over there looking stupid. You might be getting a nice little child support, but now you just looking stupid because you was out here, my pussy do this, my pussy do that, I can do and they ain't did not a bitch ass thing but get you pregnant or get you fucked, and now you tossed to the side like a wet rag. Like, I want women to understand that pussy is not the only thing that we have to offer to these men. No shade, no tea to men, but women are so much more powerful than men. And it's outside of our pussy. It's our mind. It's our emotions. It's our intelligence. It's the way we view the world. It's the way we can think on our feet. It's our humanity. Like, we're more than pussy, bro. Stop thinking that you're more than just some pussy. Stop thinking that the only thing that you got to offer to get a man to love you is some pussy. Because that's not true. What you put in, the idea that you put behind your pussy, put that behind you overall. You feel me? Like, believe in yourself like you believe in your pussy. Because pussy is power. But that's more so women in general, not just your body parts, baby. I really want a lot of young women to understand that. And I want a lot of y'all older women to understand that, because some of y'all old bitches is dumb too. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. And then let's see. Okay, so another post that really had me giggling fucked up, y'all. Somebody said, I've had one for almost 50 years. I have yet to see any power that these people speak of. And it just goes back to what I said, y'all. It's not the power of the pussy, it's the power of you as a woman. Okay? I'll read one more. It's another one that said, it's a little lengthy. Fortunately, there are men and women who have more self-respect and care for others beyond what you suggest is the norm. But yeah, it is a real thing. It became a social norm when the majority stopped seeing sex as something one does in a committed relationship, aka marriage. Yes, there have always been those who wanted it outside of marriage and those willing to provide it outside of marriage. But for most of the history, that was somewhat limited. Today, many men see every woman as a potential source of pussy. And a number of women see their pussy as something they can use to get what they want in life. But here's the thing. What men really want is more than a hot, wet place to put their cock. Yes, this person is white, and I hate using the word fucking cock. But anyway. Yes, that is what their body is screaming for. But they are so blinded by that, they don't realize they also want a human connection. Likewise, for the women using their pussy for power. They want that human connection, but they have sacrificed it for power. This means even when men get pussy and women get what they earn with their pussy, neither is happy. They still have that empty place, and more pussy or power won't fill it. Sex is a great servant that can bring a lot of joy and connection, but sex is a horrible master, bringing only empty promises and misery. I'm talking about 8 down with that last part. Sex is a great servant that can bring a lot of joy and connection, but sex is a horrible master, bringing only empty promises and misery. And let me tell you, I can speak to this because there has been times where, for example, this is a great example. I keep bringing this man up on this podcast. It is what it is because unfortunately, when it comes to some topics, he's just a great example. So, a guy that I reconnected with, we used to do what we do. We used to talk. We were never in a true relationship, but we used to talk, and we had a great bond. Years ago, we fell out, whatever. And we reconnected last year. And now when I first reconnected with him, I never mentioned anything about sex or anything like that. It was more so like, shocked to see you here, whatever. And, you know, we hung out when we crossed paths or whatever. And then, of course, you know, we're adults. So, yes, we did that, okay? And then since after that, I want to say maybe a month, maybe 2 months before I talked to him again. I hit him up and I was just like, need that, run it back. Let's do that again. So we finally had linked up again, and of course, you know, I was letting him know that's what I'm here for. Like, run that, okay? And then of course, after we did that, I was shocked. I wasn't shocked, but we kind of just vibe. We talked for a good minute, listened to some music, and I was like, okay, this nice, but you know, okay, cool. We didn't have to do this, but you know, okay, cool. So we vibing, whatever, and then of course I left the next day. I was supposed to stay 3 days and 2 nights, but I had some fucking flight problems. So yeah, I left the next day, and that next day he texted me that next morning, and I was shocked that he texted me the next morning. Can't even lie. And you know, he said what he said, and based on what he said, we ended up just having a conversation, and I was like, Oh wait, maybe it wasn't that time we had that conversation. What we talked about today was brief, but anyway, after that link up, at some point we had a conversation when we was talking because of something I posted on Snapchat. I posted something about not talking to nobody or something like that, and he said something to it about it when I hit him up to link again, and I was like, you know, I didn't mean it like that. I was like, I like you in my own way, but not like that. Like, I thought we was just fucking, you know, or whatever. So we had that conversation. I was like, well, I'm not looking for that. I'm just, you know, whatever. And then here we are a year later. No, I want to say kind of no, it was the beginning of this year. The beginning of this year, I kind of just had started. I'm like, he had been crossing my mind in a different light. And I'm like, do I really want to, you know? And so out of nowhere, I started catching feelings, or maybe the feelings never died. I was just suppressing them. I don't know. But I kind of started thinking that I had feelings for him or whatever. So I'm like, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just go, you know, whatever, however this play out, whatever. I ain't trying to give up my beef stick, okay? Because a girl got needs, and I don't deal with new niggas. And yeah. So January, I'm suppressing. I talked to him in February a couple of times, and then one day when we was talking, I asked him, so for the podcast episode, Choosing to Be Single. So when I dropped that series, he was one of the people who, he's the one who texted me why he thought I was single, and I had told y'all or whatever. And, you know, he really made me think. I mean, all of my homeboys made me think, and that's when I really started, like, doing the work. And I'm just like, these people right, blah, blah, blah. And, like, after that, I want to say either that same night or maybe a couple of days later, I was like, look, this is how I feel, blah, 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 blah. And, yeah. Then that nigga didn't even respond, y'all. So I talked to him a couple of times where it took me a minute to talk to him. I ain't talked to him for like a couple of months because I'm like, oh, this bitch ain't, okay, cool. So we end up talking a couple of months later, and we was just talking, and I told him about the mental health episode, how I kind of gave him a shout out or whatever, and we was talking, and then after that, I was like, yeah, I do love this man. And I just been hiding it because I feel like I'm not supposed to love him. I feel like I don't need to love him, whatever. Then y'all, Burning Blue came out. Baby, I'm talking about just gone, head over heels. Now I know for sure. That song put into perspective everything that I was feeling. So it's like I was a person who used sex to build this foundation with him again. Like, to just be back in each other's lives, not realizing that I wanted more at the time, you know? So that comment is very valid. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women, unfortunately, do that. You know, I didn't really have no false pretenses or nothing. I really just wanted it to be sex because I personally know, and I've told y'all this in plenty of episodes, I'm not wholeheartedly ready to be nobody's girlfriend because I don't just want to be a girlfriend. I want to be a partner. I want a partner. So, like, there's things that I need to work on my own, and there's stuff that I want to get in order before I just even consider being a girlfriend. So, yes, I indeed just wanted sex. But at the same time, when I've been asked about my feelings and stuff like that, I was downplaying and suppressing them when I should have just been honest or whatever. So, but in other cases, women will know off rip that they like a man, and they will try to use their pussy to secure that man, and then just end up miserable and sad because you thinking just because you done fucked around and you done fucked him a couple of times that he just go cuff you. And yes, sometimes that do work, and then in other cases it definitely does not work, because what a lot of women fail to realize is, and I've learned this, not even trying to do it on purpose, but a lot of men chase what they can't have. Men show more interest when you haven't just gave in to everything that they're asking you for. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to make a man work. And that's when it goes back into the saying of pussy has power, because sometimes once you relinquish your cat, you don't have any more power in the situation. Now you at his disposal. Now he calling the shots, because the one thing that you could have held on to, the one thing that he could have been chasing you for, the one thing that you haven't gave that man that he's got from any other woman so far was your pussy. And you gave it up. And once you gave it up, you gave up a lot of things. And, you know, sometimes a lot of people give it up on the first night. I have not done that yet. I definitely won't be doing that. But, you know, some people do it. And again, it comes down to, like, just like men. Women love sex too. So it's not to call a woman a slut. It's not to call a woman anything outside of her name, because women have the right to be empowered by sex just like men. But my thing is, men are seen differently because what they have is not as valued as a pussy. We create life. You feel me? We are out here creating life. Our pussy is more than a pussy. It is a womb. That motherfucker holds life, pushes life up out of it. What we have between our legs is way more powerful than a penis. Yes, the penis definitely gives us sperm. That's not to take away from what the penis does. But the penis ain't carrying no baby. It ain't pushing no baby out. You know what I'm saying? Everything about our womb is sacred. It's precious. We have to go through menstrual cycles, ovulation. We fertile. We having babies. Like, I feel like we just need to treat it for what it is. You feel me? Like, this is sacred ground. I don't play by mine at all. Everybody don't get access to this. I don't give a fuck how bad I want you, or how fine I think you is, or how much money you got. I ain't coming up off no cat. If I don't want to, I'm not going to. It ain't nothing that you can do besides attempt to rape me to get that cat up off of me if I don't want to give it to you. And that's just the honest to God truth, because to me, my pussy is sacred. And yes, it is power. It's powerful. It's powerful in many aspects. It creates life. But also it is attached to a woman whose aura radiates power, passion, like the quality of woman that I am and that I know I'm about to be. I'm straight a boss bitch. I may not wholeheartedly in this moment be the bossiest boss that I want to be, but I am a boss bitch. Just some boss pussy here, baby. Everything that I am as a woman, my pussy is equal to that. Okay? So yes. Pussy is definitely power, but let's not overplay the role of the power. It's not even just about sex, y'all. I promise you it's not. It's about the woman who's carrying that pussy. You are the power. Stop letting sex and your pussy be your escape and to get you what you want. Use your mind, use your wits, use your personality, use your beauty. Use the talent that God has bestowed upon you. I'm pretty sure God ain't just create you and say the only thing this bitch gonna have to offer is some pussy. You know? So learn how to not only use your pussy but your mind to get the things that you want. And unfortunately, some women, that really is all they have to offer. And I've seen some of these women, and my homeboys have fucked some of these women, and unfortunately that really is all they got to offer, because they can only give what they have. Okay? But just because you're going to give what you have don't mean you can't go and get more. Let that sit. Let that sit. Let that soak. So yes, pussy is power, y'all, but the mind is more powerful. A woman is more powerful. Hold on to your power as much as you can. Stop sharing your power with everybody, especially these fucking losers. Because some of these niggas y'all fucking is losers. I've definitely fucked a loser or two, maybe 3 hell. Shit, probably more than that. I ain't even gonna lie. Because just because the nigga got money, he a celebrity, he popular, whatever the case may be, that don't mean that motherfucker ain't no loser. So I've definitely fucked some losers. They just some high caliber losers, okay? So yeah. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. Pussy is power. I want you ladies to hold your power, stand your ground when it comes to these men. Stop being a sex slave, you know what I'm saying? But again, baby, get yours, because I love a woman who just, you know, she's empowered. Like, she doing what she want to do when it comes to sex. She ain't just giving it out because she got to. She give it out because she want to. There's a difference. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all know what to do. Make sure you share, like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. And I'm telling you one more time, I'm finna start doing voodoo on y'all ass. Y'all better get to engaging, okay? Okay? If y'all want this podcast to keep going for the free 99, I'm gonna need y'all to get active. All right, y'all. Until next time. Next week, we will be talking about friendship. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.